and probably there's some nerves in the beginning, right? It's your first time playing. You think about the entire summer, the workouts that we have, and the fall, and finally get out on the court against somebody else. I thought was really important for our guys. Just we're still learning about each other and how to play with one another. But I think it starts with our energy on the defensive end. It carried over to our offense, the way we shared the ball and play together. I thought Jeremy set the tone for that. He had eight assists and 1 turnover. Tyrese, 3 assists. We need those guys along with Jalen. And Jalen had a few turnovers at the end, but he was being too unselfish, trying to get guys shots. So for me, really pleased with today. Playing Fayetteville State. They're champions in their league. They're going to be one of the best teams in the CIAA this year, and honored to play those guys. I've known about Fayetteville State for a long time. Jeff Capel and his dad, and it was an honor to play them and an honor to walk out there as a head coach for our first game.
How did you feel about your team's defense tonight? It looked like you were being the aggressor. Right?
Yeah, well, that's important for us, right? Where the offense or the other team isn't dictating how the game is going to be played, and actually Fayetteville State, they run a lot of actions. They run a lot of actions and they run some really good stuff. So for our team, that's our first time being put in some of those situations. So you're on the fly. You really need to communicate and talk. And I thought the intensity of understanding our Worthy. I mean, he can go off at any time, and we were fortunate that he didn't make some shots tonight. But that'll be a key defending somebody else's best player or best scorer. But really pleased with our defensive effort. If we can just finish it off with some rebounds, then it would be great. So that's the next step. We have to rebound and do a much better job there, but good effort.
Do you know if Lively or Whitehead will play Monday night?
Sorry, what'd you say, Steve?
Lively and Whitehead, do you know what their status might be for Monday night?
Yeah, still don't know what their status is. Derek definitely won't play Monday. He's still, a couple weeks away. And with Derek, he's still day-to-day. He's been really ramping up. I think the big thing for both of those guys is not just being completely healthy, which they're right there, but you have to build up your game shape again. And we don't want to, put them out there too early at all. And but they're working hard. They were out here, right after our walkthrough today on the court and building up their conditioning, and they're working every day to get back out there with us as soon as possible.
Jon, one thing that stood out was how many different ways you had of initiating the fast break. It seemed like anytime anybody got the ball, it was zoomed down court, whether it was a dribble or a long pass. Is get the ball and go going to be part of this team's identity? Yeah,
we definitely want to play fast. We have, 4 guys on the floor at times, even 5 guys who can push and start the break. And we made really good decisions. I thought we, had them on their heels and ran the spots. And when we had early opportunities to drive or get to the rim, we did a good job taking advantage of that. But definitely want to play fast. And it's hard to play fast if you don't get stops, right? So for us, we were able to do that tonight. And we need to continue to do that.
We talked to Tyrese yesterday about the scrimmage at Houston and the shooting. He was like, well, we got open shots, we just missed them. Did you feel that way? More shots went in tonight. Was that just a matter of, the shots going in, or was it better ball movement?
Yeah, the secret scrimmage you're talking about? Is that, Steve? Yeah. I'm just making sure we're talking about the same one. I know the box score is out there, and but I think just for us playing a program like that and a team like that, we learned a lot. I think we learned that we can be really good, and also learned that there's a lot we need to do better. And I think what Tyrese is saying is fair, but also credit to those guys for how they defend and they get after you. But thought it really helped us tonight, knowing how hard you have to work in every possession.
Coach, you guys came out in the full court press tonight, as well as a ton of switching on defense, even guard to big. Are these things we can expect to see more of this season?
Yeah, it's. I'm not sure. For us, we're evolving so much as a team, and each day we play, whether we practice or play a game, it's about developing our habits. We have a lot of work to do. We're a very versatile group. We hope we can play multiple ways in pick and roll defense. That's obviously any team we play. That's what teams try to do, and you have to be really good at it. But we've made a lot of strides in the preseason of just getting better at it, and then depending on who we're playing, depending on situations, we have to be prepared to defend in multiple ways.
Multiple ways. How much does Mark Mitchell's versatility factor
Yeah, Mark is huge for us. You know, he really can guard all 5 positions on the court. He plays with great energy. You know, he's not concerned with any stats or about scoring. He's just, and by the way, he can fill up the box score. I mean, tonight he had, 15 and 6, but he's, did it in 22 minutes and really can pass, and he's an easy guy to play with. Mark is, look, we feel Mark should be as good as any defender in the country. That's how we feel about Mark. His versatility and his ability to guard smaller or quicker players, but also bigs with using his quickness is a huge asset for us.
Jalen, Tyrese, Jeremy, you've got a lot of options in front court that all saw ample time tonight. How are you feeling about your depth in that area?
Yeah, really good. Feel even better once we get Derek and Derek back. But our depth we feel is a big strength of ours. And again tonight, the versatility with lineups where really you can go big, you can go smaller. When we did that, we switched everything on the floor. With the bigger group, we played differently defensively. But the thing that's consistent is on the offensive end, sharing it and moving. That's a big thing for us. And when we feel we do that, we can get great shots. And then to follow it up, I would have liked us to get on the offensive glass even more tonight.
Anything else?
John, I want to ask you about Kyrie Irving and the anti-Semitic situation he's had. So what are your feelings about that?
Yeah, I mean, look, Kyrie replaced me as the point guard here. I've known Kyrie for a long time, and I've had nothing but incredible interactions with him. For me, it's less about Kyrie, and it's more just about what's happening all across our country, right? I mean, you see things in the news, and it's concerning. Like anti-Semitism of any kind is horrible and wrong and unacceptable. And I think it's important for all of us, for myself being the coach here, for whoever, use our platform, the right way. And I always speak out against that. And I don't want to comment on Kyrie without talking to him first. I've known Kyrie for a long time, and like I said, I've had nothing but great interactions with him. And besides him taking my spot, and everybody's saying there's an improvement, but besides that, Kyrie is. I don't want to make it about Kyrie, just about our country right now and what's happening. It's sad to me, and that's something I'll always speak up on, and we have to do a much better job of.
Anything else? All right, Coach, thanks.
All right, thank you.